DNC bars Fox News from hosting primary debates. March 7, UPI. The Democratic National Committee will not allow Fox News to host any of its 2020 presidential primary debates due to the network's relationship with President Donald Trump. In the lengthy article published this month are accusations that news released by UPI. Jeopardy! Host Alex Trebek vows to fight advanced pancreatic cancer. Los Angeles. Reuters. Jeopardy! Host Alex Trebek, one of the most recognizable faces in U.S. television, has been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, he said in a video message on Wednesday. He vowed to beat the disease despite its low. News released by Reuters. It gets real personal, real fast. Dems fear targeting Trump kids could backfire. House Democrats have already gone to war with President Donald Trump. But there's one target they're skittish of hitting too hard: his children. In public and private, Democrats see potential pitfalls in dragging Trump's adult children into their news released by Politico on MSN. John Kelly differs with Trump on immigration, mom on security clearances. Durham, NC. Former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly said he disagreed with some Trump administration policies, particularly on immigration, but dodged questions Wednesday about the president reportedly intervening to secure top-secret news released by NBC News on MSN. Senator McSally, former Air Force pilot, says officer raped her. Washington Senator Martha McSally, the first female Air Force fighter pilot to fly in combat, said Wednesday that she was sexually assaulted by a superior officer, and later, when she tried to talk about it to military officials, she felt like the system. News released by Associated Press on MSN. Is there a way to use Facebook without giving up my privacy? Facebook is useful for keeping in touch with friends and family, but you do really have to give it all your data? Photograph. Loic Vinance/AFP/Getty Images. Is it possible to be a passive user of Facebook? I want to read announcements relating to friends. News released by The Guardian. LeBron James passes Michael Jordan, reaches number 4 on NBA's career scoring list. LeBron James grew up idolizing Michael Jordan, and now he has scored more career points than Jordan. James, 34, the Los Angeles Lakers star who grew up in Akron, Ohio, one-upped his hero Wednesday with his 32,293rd point on a driving layup in the news released by Fox News. Thief makes off with $600 from Girl Scout cookie stand. Seattle police are looking for a man who stole more than $600 from 3 Girl Scouts selling cookies. Jonas Bangenthal, a police spokesman, said the man snatched the girls' money bin shortly before 8 p.m. Sunday as they were hawking their s'mores. News released by NBC News on MSN. The thrill is gone. Michael Jackson really makes us uncomfortable now, so his music should, too. The song, catchy, peppy, and familiar, is the ideal soundtrack for a credit card commercial targeting young professionals. We see them bowling and buzzing on go-karts, smiling in a whirl of millennial exuberance and gleeful consumerism. But the song. News released by the Boston Globe. Long overlooked by science, pregnancy is finally getting attention it deserves. For 2 years, a group of world-class scientists pitched their idea for a hot new biotech company to investors, a startup focused on a promising therapy for preeclampsia, a serious pregnancy complication that can become life-threatening. It was cutting. News released by The Washington Post. Volcker 2.0 to face do-over after Wall Street complaints. U.S. regulators are poised to scrap their proposal for revising Volcker rule restrictions on banks trading in favor of a newer version as they respond to a misstep that drew fire from Wall Street lobbyists, according to people familiar with the effort. News released by Bloomberg LP. Sex outside of marriage may soon be legal in Utah. The Utah State Legislature on Tuesday passed a bill that repealed the misdemeanor crime of fornication, making sex outside of marriage legal within the state. The House passed Senate Bill 43 with a 41-32 vote, Fox 13 Salt Lake City reported. The bill is. News released by Fox News. Inside America's biggest facility for migrant teens. Kids line up to enter a tent at the Homestead facility in Florida, where 1,621 children were resident last week. Photograph: Wilfredo Lee/AP. Not even the ear-splitting scream from an F-16 fighter jet tearing low through the sky at the adjacent homestead. News released by The Guardian. Debunking the myth that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitic. It is a bewildering and alarming time to be a Jew, both because anti-Semitism is rising and because so many politicians are responding to it not by protecting Jews but by victimizing Palestinians. Among them was a new official definition of anti-Semitism. News released by The Guardian. Expo 2020 Dubai plans to bring sustainable architecture home. When the mercury soars in Dubai, the thought of living without aircon is enough to make anyone break out in cold sweats. And yet, before air conditioning became ubiquitous, Emiratis were more than capable of staying cool, employing vernacular architecture. News released by CNN. Feds plan to lift protections for gray wolves, a move that could restart hunts. Milwaukee. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service said Wednesday that it will propose rules that would remove protections for the gray wolf in the lower 48 states and return wolf management to the states and tribes. The decision, first reported by the News released by USA Today. Q&Amp, a Taapsee Pannu on breaking barriers. For someone who made her Bollywood debut in a middling comedy film, Shasham Bahadur, 2013, where she had a minuscule role, Taapsee Pannu has come a long way, distinguishing herself through smart. News released by Reuters. Toyota warns could leave UK under no-deal Brexit, report. Toyota Europe's CEO has warned the firm could end production in Britain by 2023 if the country exits the European Union without a deal, the Nikkei Business Daily said Thursday. Speaking at the News released by Physics. Argosy University may close campuses across the country as soon as Friday. Phoenix. Argosy University students were told in emails Wednesday that campuses across the country could close as soon as this week. An email to Phoenix students from Phoenix campus President Anthony Spano says the site is at risk of closure. This News released by USA Today.